So with this system here, we got 2x plus 4y equals 12, and then 3x minus 5y equals 7. If we add straight down, we don't eliminate either variable because I don't have any opposites. I don't have a 2 and a -2 or a -5 and a +5. Okay, we don't have that. The other thing to notice here is like, here's a smaller one for x's. 2 times no integer is going to give us a 3, and then 4 times no integer is going to give us a 5 or -5 or whatever. Again, we're shooting for opposites. Okay, so we're going to end up multiplying to both equations. Now with these ones, remember, we're trying to get opposites. And on this one, we'll actually look at both. What would we do to eliminate the y's? And also, what would we do if we chose to eliminate the x's and some of the pros and cons with that? So let's just pretend we're going to eliminate the y's. So between a 4 and a 5, what would be the least common multiple? Now, if you're thinking like least common denominator, it's the same basic idea, except you're dealing with systems instead of fractions, but least common multiple. So what can I multiply the 4 and the 5 to? Which one do they have in common? Well, 20 would be the smallest, okay? So we want this top y to be a positive 20y and the bottom one to be a negative 20y, okay? So what would we multiply by? The top equation, we'd multiply that by a 5, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and then the bottom one, we'd end up multiplying by a 4. So we'll go ahead and do that. And that will give us a positive 20 and a negative 20 for the coefficients in front of the y's. Okay, so here we go. So 2x times 5 makes 10x, 4 times 5 makes 20, and then 12 times 5 makes 60. Okay, so there's the top equation. Now the bottom equation, we're going to multiply by 4. So we got 4 times 3, that's going to make 12 x's. Negative 5y times 4, that's going to make a negative 20y. And then 7 times 4, that's going to make a 28. Now check it out. We got the y's will be eliminated when we're ready to add, okay? So now if we wanted to eliminate the x's though, before we move on with eliminating the y's, let's look at eliminating the x's, and then we can kind of see which one would have been easier to do. Okay, because you can choose. If you have to multiply both equations, you can choose. Do I want to eliminate the y's or the x's? Well, here, let's look at both options first. You wouldn't actually do all of this work. You would just choose and then just do that one. But for here, just to help you see the difference, we're doing both. Okay, so for eliminating the x's, we would want between 2 and 3, we're looking for a positive and a negative 6. Now, I normally want the bottom one to be the negative, okay? So this top one, we would multiply by a positive 3, and then the bottom one, we'd multiply by a negative 2. Okay, so that way we'd end up with a positive 6x and then below it a negative 6x. Now you could switch the negatives up on here. You could do a negative 3 and a positive 2 if you wanted to, but and it's either way. But either way, between the 2 and the 3 for the x's, we're looking to make them a positive and a negative 6. Okay, so this is what we'd do, a times 3 and a times negative 2. So here we go. So we'll do 3 times 2, or 2x times 3 is going to make 6x. 4y times 3 makes a positive 12y. And then 12 times 3 is going to make a 36. Okay, now let's look at the blue equation, the bottom one. We're multiplying by a negative 2. 3x times negative 2 makes negative 6x, and that's what we wanted there. And remember, we're multiplying by a negative, so you got to be super careful with these. Okay, so negative 5y times negative 2 makes a positive 10y, and then 7 times a negative 2 makes a negative 14. And then we would add straight down, and the x's would end up being eliminated here. So this just kind of, now you just kind of decide, now that you've seen it all the way through, which is easier, multiplying by a 5 times a 4 or a 3 and a negative 2. So the 3 and the negative 2, you're multiplying by smaller numbers, but you also have the negative 2, you're multiplying by a negative. So you're doing an extra calculation with that. And if you struggle with multiplying by negatives, you might just want to go with the 5 times 4 and eliminate the y's instead. So, and again, this is totally like personal choice. Like you could choose either one. It really doesn't matter. You're going to end up with the same answers. You'll get them in a different order because like on this top one, you're eliminating the y's. So you'll solve for the x's first. And then on the bottom one, you're eliminating the x's. So you end up solving for y's first. But anyhow, on this one here, we'll just go ahead and do the solve for y's, or eliminate the y's. Okay, so here we go. So now we're ready to add straight down. We got 10x plus 12x equals 22x. 20y's minus 20y's, 0y's eliminated. 60 plus 28 8 makes 88, okay? So y's are eliminated, so just ignore them. Solve for x's, which means we're going to divide by 22 to both sides in order to get the x by itself. So we got 1x equals 88 divided by 22. 8 divided by 2 is kind of the same thing, right? Either way, we end up with 4. Okay, so the x's are 4. Now that we found the x's, we go back and which equation would be easier to use for this one here? Top equation has more positives if you don't want to multiply by negatives, even though the blue equation has smaller numbers and multiplying by 5 really isn't that big of a deal. So, but anyhow, it's whichever one you think looks easier to work with. So now we're going to replace the x with a 4 and then do, order of operations, clean it up a little bit. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus the 4y equals the 12 there. Two-step equation, trying to get y by itself. So undo this 8 being added with a minus 8 to both sides. So that's 0 eighths, just a 4y equals 12 minus 8 makes 4. Divide 4 to both sides to undo that 4 right there. So we got 1y equals 4 over 4 makes 1 there. So now we found the y value, okay? So our xy pair there is going to be 4, 1 for the ordered pair or the coordinate point.